Giddy up, fellow gamers. Reckon you found the Video Gamers Podcast. On today's hootenanny of a show, we're going to see what our partner Ace thought about his forced time with Red Dead Redemption 2. Why has he intentionally avoided it? What did he think about being forced to play it? We're about to find out, but first, some introductions are in order. I am your host, Josh, and joining me, Arthur and Lenny don't have anything on the amount of fun that we have together. It's Ryan.
Josh! Anyone who's played knows.
Oh, they know. And now Ace knows.
Yeah, now Ace knows, yeah.
And joining us, the man responsible for more horse deaths than an Elmer's glue factory, it's Ace.
I mean, how do you write off losing a horse to a train 3 times in one playthrough?
We're going to, all right, you know what? We're just starting with this.
Like, do they have insurance for that? Do they have horse insurance? Because, like, I need it.
Okay. Listen. So we're here. Ace has played Red Dead. The community forced you to play it, Ace. But we're just going to jump right into this because this is the issue that needs to be addressed. And Ryan can vouch for this. Ace starts playing. Guys, my horse got hit by a train. Dude, it's Red Dead 2. Anything can happen in this game. And we're like, wow, okay. So Ace is without a horse. He's kind of like, this game sucks, man. I don't have a horse. I got to run everywhere, blah, blah, blah. Is it not like the next day where Ace is like, guys, my horse got hit by a train again? And then we're like, wait a minute. Ace, like, you might be irresponsible with your horses. And then literally yesterday, Ace is talking to us about the end of the game. And then he's like, I lost another horse to a train, guys. How? How does this keep happening?
Dude.
I leave them on the tracks.
Or do you got it? You got it, Ace, or do you want me to take this?
You go ahead. Tell them how it happened.
Listen, dude, this if you are not killing your horses, you are not playing Red Dead, dude. It happens, man. This is a prerequisite. I went through, my wife's name is Sarah. As a joke, I named my horse Sarah. I was on Sarah 5 or 6, like on a couple playthroughs. Like, you lose horses. I have jumped off my horse and then accidentally did it too soon, and then it went off a cliff. I've jumped it off into a railroad track. I've jumped. There's a million different ways to kill your horse. So I feel for you, Ace. I understand what you went through. I'm sorry for your loss, but there's always a number one.
Oh, the worst one was the Arabian because I was on the train. It's the one where you're actually driving the train.
Yeah.
And then the horse just kept running alongside the train. But when the train converged onto a single track over a bridge, the horse did not stop and decided it was going to try to body check the train, which did not end well for the horse.
Now, were you still whistling? Ace is like, I'm going to keep my horse with me. And he's like whistling for it to come with him.
Yeah, he wonders why these horses...
I did whistle once. I did whistle once.
Yeah.
I was pulling the train whistle.
You lured that horse to his death is what I'm hearing.
Poor Arabian.
So, wow.
I was Max Bond with it too.
All right, well, if you're a horse, stay away from Ace. That's the first lesson of this episode.
Bottom line.
So. Listen, welcome in, everybody. We are here because the community forced Ace to play Red Dead Redemption 2. As part of our new perks for the podcast, we have said, hey, our epic and legendary supporters, you get to vote every single month on a host and a game to make them play. Word got out that Ace, you famously have never played Red Dead Redemption 2, and like good gamers do, they went, bro, what are you doing, Ace? You haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2?
Large majority of them were very upset about that.
Yeah. Well, and Ryan and myself too. So we have to take a step back, Ace, because when we revealed this hijack a host, you didn't seem too happy, man. Not gonna lie, you were a little like, so much so that some of our community members actually felt bad at that point. And it started conversation about like, should we make them play games that they don't want to play? And then like, because people are really nice, they were like, I don't know, man. And then I'm like, yes,
that is the point. I will say, I encourage that. Encourage us to step out of our comfort zones with these picks because you paid for it. You deserve it.
Yes. Okay. So what was it that made you, number one, not ever play Red Dead Redemption 2 so far, and then kind of be a little hesitant about this when you found out you had to play it? Like, and be honest, like, give us, what? How do you not want to play the greatest game ever made?
Well, that's the thing. Everyone says it's the greatest game ever made. So if I played it and I feel the same way, well, I've played the greatest game. What's the point? Like, there's no other.
Played the greatest game ever made.
Yeah, but what's the point? Where am I going to find the next greatest game? Like, what? There's no other great game.
Doesn't matter.
I played the best greatest game.
Then you played the greatest game. Why would you not like? Oh, that's the best food ever. No, I don't want to try it.
Yeah,
I don't want every other open world I play to suck. All right, like.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Unreal.
Okay, so
and I was afraid I would hate it.
The pressure of liking this game is too much.
I was afraid I would hate it too. I was really afraid I would hate it.
Okay. I mean, hey man, we all hate like beloved games, and as long as you're willing to take some flack for it, that's okay too. But so was it really just the like, hey, how can this game live up to the hype? Is that kind of really the hesitation?
The expectations felt too big and also too mainstream to the point where like I got to where when someone said my favorite game is Red Dead Redemption 2, I was like, oh, you're basic.
Okay,
you don't have to throw insults at me, bro. Like I'm right here. Like,
listen, I'm here for any Ryan insults, by the way. But so I mean, this is fair, Ace, because you generally gravitate towards indie titles. I mean, you are our indie expert. You love these kind of off the wall games. Honestly, like, what are some of the more like mainstream like AAA titles? Like, have you played Cyberpunk?
I have. I've played Cyberpunk.
Okay.
I
have
enjoy
you played
Cyberpunk
God of
greatly.
War?
I've played God of War. I love God of War. God of War is fantastic. I played Ghost of Tsushima. I freaking love Ghost of Tsushima.
So what is it about Red Dead? You've played all these other games. Do you hate cowboys? It's okay.
Maybe I do. Maybe I do hate cowboys.
Okay.
Maybe I'm mad they got to it before Assassin's Creed.
All right.
A cowboy Assassin's Creed, that would be pretty sweet.
Oh, that'd be dope. That'd be super dope.
That would be kind of cool.
Howdy, partner.
Yeah. All right. I mean, I'm just trying to set the stage here because, this is hard for a lot of people to kind of come to terms with. Like, you're not opposed to AAA titles. You've played some of the greatest AAA titles out there. So it was just Red Dead.
Yeah, it's just Rockstar in general, honestly. I have a huge blank mark there where I just haven't played any Rockstar games.
Okay.
Because Ace didn't get in before they were cool, so we can't say I played it before it was cool.
Maybe that's it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Now it's too cool to like Rockstar.
Yeah, bro, dude, everybody plays that.
It's not edgy enough anymore, right? Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, let's jump in, Ace.
Let's get into it.
You start playing the game. We warned you about the snow level. Was it as boring as everybody made it sound?
No, it was fine. I mean, it plays like the rest of the game.
It was fine.
It plays like the rest of the game.
Ryan's holding his hands up like he won the Olympics. It was fine. It's not like glowing praise, right?
Well, from everybody saying how it's the worst thing ever known to man, like having somebody say it's fine, I personally love it. I think it's awesome. I think it sets the stage and does what it should. But
it does a very good job setting the stage for where you are and like where things are going. But also, I'm a person who's played Kingdom Hearts 2, and the prologue for Kingdom Hearts 2 is like 2 hours long. So,
oh, geez.
Well, I want to do a little role play real quick, just to kind of prove a point.
Well, Ryan said he's no good at that. No,
I know, but we're gonna put this to the test. Ryan, I'm your wife. Okay? you've just made dinner. Okay. I want you to ask me. I want you to ask me how I like dinner.
If we're role playing and you're my wife, I'm not making dinner.
You make dinner all the time. What are you talking about?
Okay, yeah, with my wife, not with you as my wife.
Well, I'm just okay, but just
all right.
You made dinner.
Chef Ryan made dinner. All right, Chef Ryan
made dinner. Ask me how I like it.
How do you like this dinner, honey?
It's fine.
Ah, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's fine. It's never a good answer, man.
I forgot we were role playing. Honestly, I'm just like, it's fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
You dare insult my cooking?
Yeah. If you said my dinners every day were horrible, and then all of a sudden you said it's fine, I'd be like, oh, okay.
All right.
So you never know.
All right. So
anyway, it didn't feel like any different, honestly, to me.
All right. Yeah. All right. So, you get through the snow level. Just kind of take us. I want your initial impressions, Ace. Like, I don't want you to spoil your thoughts on this game, but I mean, historically, Red Dead Redemption 2 starts off slow. which I get proves a point. As much as I love trolling the snow level, like it does set up the characters and why you're kind of doing what you're doing and all that. Give us your first like 2 to 3 hours. Are you just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm playing this game? Is it like, hey, this is actually kind of impressive? Like, what was that initial impression like?
It was very much I can't believe I have finally caved to the masses and I'm playing this game. I can't believe that in order to sprint, I have to keep repeatedly tapping the A button. It is driving me crazy. I hate controls in Rockstar games. I hate them. I hate the controls.
A common complaint, honestly. So
then I'm just like, okay, so this is what Ubisoft has been trying to copy all these years with their open worlds. I get that now. Yeah. And since I haven't played GTA, I started like mentally comparing this game to Watch Dogs.
Okay. Big open world, do whatever the heck you want.
World, do what you want. You're a vigilante.
And events can spontaneously pop up, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. So
yeah.
All right. So impressed. I mean,
graphically very much. Very much so.
To be fair, you're a huge Ubisoft fan as far as Assassin's Creed goes. I'm pretty sure you liked Far Cry for the most part,
I liked the Far Cry series.
Okay. So you kind of get a glimpse. You said it. This is what okay. So this is what Ubisoft's been trying to do, which sounds like praise to me.
Yes. So
you get into the game. You're in the heart of it at this point. You're probably, several hours in. You're starting to kind of, get into stride and things. And I got to tell everybody, this is the first time we have talked about Red Dead Redemption 2 with you. Like, legitimately.
I've been silent.
Yeah, I mean, dead silent. I know there's people out there that are like, no, you guys talk about it behind the scenes. No.
Not a word.
I've been upset because everybody knows how much Red Dead means to me. And Ace wouldn't tell me a thing, and so I stopped asking because I'm like, I'm just going to make myself upset. So, yeah, we have not talked. We haven't said a word. So,
they only know about the horses.
Anything we hear, that's all we knew is Ace killed horses, and that was it.
Yeah, and I do want to clarify, Ace, you did beat the game. Like, you rolled credits.
I rolled credits on this game. I didn't get
That's an accomplishment, buddy.
50 hours, yeah. Ooh.
I was going to say 50 hours is, that's a lot, man. We kind of make the agreement when somebody forces us to play something. We say, hey, we'll generally put in about 15 to 20 hours just to make sure we understand the game. Obviously, if we want to put in more, we can. But, at a minimum, we want to be able to speak to a game, as somebody that has actually played it. So, we're not playing like 2 hours and then making snap decisions or something like that. I mean, we agree to put in the time. You put in a lot of time.
I did.
Which most people would normally, Ryan knows me well enough. He's like, bro, if Josh is still playing this, it means he likes it at least. So I am going to make the assumption that because you rolled credits on this, that you are either super dedicated to the listeners to the show and felt like you really needed to do this, or maybe this game wasn't as bad as, Ace thought it might wind up being.
Well, I decided before I even started, I was going to finish this game because I knew ahead of time. Of course, I knew the ending. It's been long enough. I knew the ending. I know most of the twists, things like that. I was wondering if it was going to still get me and surprise me, which we'll get to. But I knew when I committed to this game, I was going to finish it because the story is what pushes this game forward for so many people. And I was like, well, I got to see the story to the end. If I don't do that, then I haven't done my due diligence as a, not reviewer, friend.
Yeah,
as you're reviewing it,
yeah, absolutely.
And by the way, everyone, I love you, but this is no holds barred on spoilers. It's been 2018. When
2018.
2018 was when this came out. Yeah. We're going to talk about the game, so tough luck.
Sorry.
If you don't know anything about this and you don't want to be spoiled, here's your warning.
Come back in 50 hours.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, Ace, so here's what I want to do. We don't need to explain Red Dead Redemption 2 to people. Everybody out there knows it. If you haven't played it like Ace, for some reason, you should play this game. It's widely regarded as one of the best games ever made. I think even if it's not necessarily like your style of game, I think any gamer out there could appreciate the amount of like attention to detail and love and passion that went into this game. I want to hear about some of your better moments in this. So like, are there certain moments other than you being a horse murderer repeatedly that you want to just talk about, or that you were like, guys, this is a moment that's going to live with me for a really long time kind of thing?
And this is why Red Dead's so sweet, because there's so many play sessions where you run into crazy interactions or settings, or I still, after all the hours and playthroughs I've had, run into things I've never seen before or done before. So this is awesome because it's like every experience is unique.
Yeah.
So I am also equally excited to hear like things you ran into, things that just made you laugh, situations that happened, like even the stories about killing your horse are everybody's unique, like, and it's happened to everybody. So I'm so excited for this part, man. Let's hear it.
All right. Well, the very first time that I encountered a random event, it was a guy getting kicked in the head by his horse on the side of the road.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I know this one. Yep.
I walked up to him, I was like, oh, hey, can I help you? And just, dong, horse gone. And I was like, okay, am I going to get blamed for this? And sure enough, someone walked up and I did get blamed for it.
Bong. Witness, and you're like,
Witness.
no,
yeah, that's right.
Witness,
and then you want to kill them,
murder.
and then yeah, exactly.
It's like, no, wait, I didn't do it.
Dude, that's what. So I'm interested in your take on this, like, because to me, there's not another game where, aside from like the scenery and just the world you can explore and how beautiful it is, and just doing that part is awesome. There's always so much that happens that is unexpected that just comes off the side of the road. Literally, like, it's set up that way. It's intentionally. Rockstar did it to where they put these interactions, they put these little kind of side missions, if you will, on some things. Other things are just little interactions. Like, they put that there for a reason. What was your kind of thought on all of that? And like, did it surprise you every time? Did it catch you off guard? Like, I love it. I love always just, you hear people talking, you're like, wait, what? And then something happens. Like, and it always happens that way.
So it's something I was already kind of familiar with because, like I said, Ubisoft's been trying to copy this for a while. So the first time I really saw it happen was in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. They would start putting they stopped doing like side quests and they instead did random events, like similar to Red Dead. Not nearly as well meshed in, I would say. But it was a very similar thing. So I was very familiar with the idea of what was happening. But every time it happened, there was something new. And I was in different areas. I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. And then when you get to the final area, there's a guy calling for help in the swamp. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I should probably go help. And this might be another guy stuck in a bear trap. He might get me another free gun at the store. I start walking towards him, and a pit trap opens up underneath my feet.
Yeah.
You can bet your bottom dollar I used up my entire Deadeye gauge to make sure I didn't get killed in that pit.
Dude, gosh, revenge is a dish best served in Red Dead. Like, you will not like stop getting revenge. Anyone that gets, even online, I've been playing a lot online.
Revenge is a fool's game, Ryan.
Oh man, I tell you what, I love it.
Yeah. So, all right. So, obviously there's the random world events, the people that you can meet on the road. I have always said that I think few games can make the world feel alive, like an actual living world, like Red Dead Redemption 2 can. I mean, the attention to detail that they have is second to none. Were there any like game moments or scenes or something where you were just like, okay, like this is incredible, man? Like, is there any of those moments that stood out to you?
It's very spoilery, but it's at the very end. I'm just clarifying.
Man.
It's at the very, like, near the end of the game, and I didn't know how much you wanted me to move, like step by step or whatever.
Yeah.
It's when you're riding back to camp for the last time, and Arthur, the music kicks in, and Arthur's, with his thoughts. But depending what side quest you've done, now you're hearing the dialogue from those side quests you did one last time, where all these people ended the conversation with, "You're a good man, Arthur Morgan." And it's like, the game knows who I've talked to.
I just got chills, man.
I got them right now. They're all, it's like all.
Dang it.
Or because it wouldn't have done that if I never helped the nun at the front. She wouldn't have showed up there. If I hadn't helped those two star-crossed lovers from, different families get together, they wouldn't have been included in that little montage. And like, it was like a really like meaningful thing. I was like, the game knows what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Dude.
it's reminding me that I've been doing good things and becoming a better person near the end of Arthur's life. And something I want to point out about this game, you could tell how the story's going solely based on Arthur's eyes. At the beginning of this, Arthur is very confident. You could see in his eyes, he believes in what he's following and everything Dutch is saying. But as it goes on, he gets more haggard and tired. And of course, when he gets the TB diagnosis, you can see that slowly progressing in his eyes as well. And you just kind of like, you understand where he is mentally at that point.
Yeah. He's one of the best characters in a video game that you can relate to, that even though he's not necessarily, because Arthur's not really a great person. I mean, let's be honest, like he's robbing, he's stealing, like I think he has good intentions, but I don't think a lot of people would be like, oh yeah, Arthur Morgan's a saint. Like he's such a good dude. Like, I mean,
you could be an honorable person without being a good person.
Right. Exactly. And I think
morals,
you see that.
Morals are not black and white.
Well, and this is the world he grew up in. Like Dutch had him since he was like, what, 13 or 14 or something like that. Like he was a kid. Yeah. He had nothing else. Like this is the world he grew up in was this, this is where he learned. Despite
being the bad guy in the story, basically, you can start to relate to everything really well. Even though at first I didn't feel bad about any of it. Like I was like, okay, we're the outlaws.
Yeah.
When we get punished for what we do, that is the order of things. That's what's supposed to happen. But then Sean gets shot out of nowhere and I'm like, oh no, we just got you back.
Sean!
The one that killed me though was Hosea. Watching Hosea get shot in the street right in front of everyone during the bank robbery. I was like,
it's so
and
tough,
Linde.
dude.
Lenny,
his was rough too. It was so much more sudden too. But like,
that's the thing with Jose. Yeah, I mean, Jose is the one that
they make a show of him,
and he's the level-headed. He's the level-headed guy that knows we're in this position, but he's like, I'm old. This is all I have. Like,
he reminds me of my grandfather.
Yeah, and he wants to help, and you could tell that he's that real honorable father figure for Arthur, and he wants to help him along, but Dutch is the leader. Dutch is the kind of the one guiding the gang, and that's where they're at, man.
He was what was keeping Dutch on track for so long. I feel he was keeping Dutch within a right mind, and when he lost that other half of the coin, that's when things really went off the deep end.
Yeah.
Well, how do you feel about Dutch?
I have really mixed feelings about him. He's clearly he's a man with a lot of issues, because you could tell at the beginning he's a very confident person despite just having, lost the battle at the ship, lost, what was it? You lose Davy on the way up the mountain. You've lost 2 other people by then. You think you've lost Sean, and John's missing. But he's still very confident that he believes he can lead this gang and he can take care of them and that they're his family. But I think he starts feeling like he's losing his identity. And if he can't be Dutch, he can't be anyone. And that just drives him crazy. Especially when people start outsmarting him and his plans.
My plans.
I got so tired of that word.
Oh, man.
I got tired of, I have a plan.
Sounds like a doubter to me.
Yeah. I mean, the characters in this game are incredible. They're memorable. I mean, anytime now you hear, I got a plan, it's kind of like it's going to register a little bit more. We have brought up Micah Parsons as some of the most hated characters in a video game. I'm sure you understand why now.
I didn't start off hating him. I was like, okay, he's an outlaw like the rest of them. He's just worse. He's just a jerk. But like, he's not that much worse than the others around me. And then as you go on, he gets more and more unhinged, but his rewards for his quest were good, so I didn't mind.
Strawberry.
Yeah, you get the second.
Come on, Micah. Come on, man. We were just doing a simple mission, Micah. Come on. I had to get my pistols. Yeah. Oh God.
Do you know if you knock him down, you can actually pick up his guns and use it for that mission?
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you let someone tackle him, he'll drop his guns and you can pick them up and use them.
Nice.
So I did.
All right, so Ace, you've had these experiences, you know the characters, the story is, obviously, most people say this is what carries Red Dead Redemption 2, the story in the world. You've said you don't necessarily like Rockstar games. I have always said my one hang up with Red Dead, much to Ryan's chagrin, is that I think the gameplay / gunplay is like a 7 out of 10. I think everything else about this game is honestly a masterpiece, but I say, hey, this is like the one thing that holds it back for me is I didn't love the shooting in the game. I think, some of the mechanics are a little janky. It has, the Rockstar control scheme, which you mentioned already, as far as like, bro, why, you can make this amazing thing, but you can't come up with a better control scheme. So what are your thoughts on that, man? I mean, if you had to say, hey, gameplay is a blank out of 10, story is a blank out of 10, like how would you rate these things?
The story is easily a 10 out of 10. It is very well told. It is very well paced. You have all the characters get good amount of screen time to explain them. Like Sadie Adler is probably one of the best written characters.
She's my favorite. I love Sadie. Yes.
She is one of the best written characters, I think, in a video game. And you really get to see her go through all her steps of grief for her husband. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. She's so good. And she feels like she's become a monster.
Yeah. Wait till the epilogue, dude. I know you gotta do that, dude. Wait till the epilogue, man. Oh, brother. That makes me... Okay, I'm jumping in. That makes me so excited because Sadie Adler is probably one of my favorite female video game characters that there are because I just love her journey from widow, housewife that was in the Alps that, the gang came and killed her husband and stuff, and now she gets picked up by this other gang and she joins them, and then all of a sudden she, goes on and becomes a bounty hunter, and she's awesome. She turns into just a badass chick, and she's so cool.
She's awesome.
And I just absolutely love her. She's one of my absolute favorite female characters in all of video gamedom.
Anytime she wanted something, I was there. I was like, all right, let's go see what you want to do.
Come on, Arthur. You're like, yeah, let's go.
Going through, some of Arthur's past, too, with his, love life with Mary was also very good, very well put together. And it was heartbreaking when you get that last letter and you realize she's finally let him go. And you're like, oh.
We have said many times that when a game allows you to experience the characters in the story and doesn't try to like shove it down your throat, like we talk about these exposition dumps, like, I'll just bring up Dragon Age Veilguard again as another, like, Dragon Age, prior to Veilguard, the story was incredible. In like Dragon Age Origins and Inquisition, it's like, bro, this has always been what makes the Dragon Age games. And then it's like, somehow it's like, we forgot how to tell a story, so we're just going to tell you literally like exposition dumps, why you should care and all this stuff. And I think Red Dead, through the characters and the events, is a masterclass in how you tell a story. You let the player experience it, you let them feel it, you let them come up with their own kind of emotions in response to things. That's how you tell a story, not with just, hey, by the way, Arthur's a good guy and you should care about him. And then it's like, but why? Like,
that's where we started with Assassin's Creed 2. And I'd like to see it come back that way. Because when you experience Ezio Auditore's story, you're not being told everything up front.
Right.
You're slowly discovering his family used to be assassins. And now he needs to take up the mantle because he just watched his entire family get hung in front of him.
Right.
All those things are just lost, it feels.
Yeah. All right. So story's a 10 out of 10. How do you rate the gameplay?
I got to give the gameplay like an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
It is a weaker point of the game for me, to points where if I didn't have the Deadeye mechanic, I don't know if I would have beaten this game.
Okay. So were you able to get the, like, obviously, you played on controller, right?
Yes. I played on controller.
So you aim, you get the red dot.
And then you flick up.
Did you get the flick? Yeah, for the
I got
flick?
really good at that.
Okay.
But even at certain times, like once you're at certain ranges, now it doesn't have the same effect, of course.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same. Okay. I just like to make sure that everybody understands like the headshot flick. Like you have to do that in Rockstar games. That's just the mechanics, and that's just how it's set up. Like you can say you don't like it, but to me, it's comfort and it's home. Like I know and it was in the first Red Dead, like I was, I guess I won't spoil the original Red Dead, but like you have to do that. You have to learn that to be able to defend off these areas. So yeah, man, I get an 8.5, maybe 9. Like I get for the gameplay. Josh is
like, you want to go up to a 9, Ace? You want maybe a 9.5?
That's like, the only thing you have is that you can't the gameplay's a little janky. It's like I just didn't like it. That's all that really is. You got
to remember, I enjoy gameplay that's much more hyperactive, like Elden Ring, where you're swinging swords, you're parrying attacks.
I do too.
You're like rolling, dodging, blocking. Yeah.
You're more involved in the combat in that case versus tuck under something and poke out and shoot every now and then.
I'm glad you understood though, like the thumb flick, like with that, because that makes such a difference when you have like 15 guys there and you can just pop out, boom, you know, and you can, if you time it right. And then I was trying to teach my son too, he's 8, like the circle is gonna shrink, you gotta flip, shrink, and then boom, and then pop it, you know, and it makes for good gameplay in that scenario, I guess. But I don't know, I love it personally, but that's me, and I get why people don't love it, but I love it.
I do wish that when you did certain missions, you could start off in stealth. Like you started them off in stealth, you pulled them off perfectly. I wish you could have finished them in stealth sometimes. Like I don't think every mission needed to end in a gunfight.
And then like 15 guys come running across. Like, you're like, ah!
I pulled this off perfectly, but now because the animation played out that he jumped out a window next to the guards, now I have to fight an army of Pinkertons.
I feel that, yeah.
All right, Ace, before we get to your kind of overall rating on this, what didn't work for you in this game?
Well, for the longest time, I couldn't figure out how to work the map. That was a pain in the butt.
Famously, Ace discovered that there was a map about like
10 hours.
10 hours?
10 hours.
Oh, no.
10 hours.
No.
I couldn't work the map.
Oh, man.
I was annoyed when I would get into fights and my loadout from my horse didn't transfer with me, even though I'd set it beforehand and it just didn't come with me for no reason. Or I would get into a mission and it's like, okay, we need to do this stealthily with a bow and arrow. And I didn't have a bow and arrow on me. So I'd have to die in order to reload. And the game's like, oh, here's your bow and arrow. It's like, okay, you could have said something before, game.
Now, what about accidentally hitting pedestrians with your horse and now you've broken the law?
Okay. So the law part didn't bother me as much as the negative honor I would get just for doing random things. I could just be standing around and something would happen, and now I took a negative honor point. I'm like, oh,
that's
come on.
That's not a big deal. Everybody knows, go to Saint Denis and just greet every hobo you find.
Hey there, mister.
Yeah, howdy, partner. And, you know, you just, every 3 you get an honor point. That's not a big deal. I will say, there's a million times that I've just bulldozed into dudes coming through Valentine, or I'm cutting the corner, and then there's a pedestrian just like,
what's wrong with you?
He's just walking, and then bam, he just gets blasted by me, and it's like assault, murder, and I'm like, oh no, and then I just got to run, you know,
wanted,
and you got to run off your thing. So I do get that. There's, I mean, just like any GTA game, there's going to be those indirect issues that happen with the law, but that's a good one to bring up, Josh.
All right, Ace, we've been dragging this out, man. The $1 million question is, what do you think about this game, and what would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, man?
I think I have been a right fool for waiting this long to play it. I'll be real. It was a masterpiece of a game. I will say it was a fantastic game. I halfway through, I was undecided how I felt about it because the mechanics were still janky to me. I couldn't get my head wrapped around the controls, but the story was really pushing me forward, and I started to really connect with Arthur and the entire Vanderlyn gang. And I was just like, okay, I'm really getting into this. And then I get to that final, 5 hours, and I'm just like, this hurts. I knew all this was coming.
You see the decline of Arthur. I mean, the gangs turned against him. Like, everything has just been boiling to this point.
A moment that's going to stick with me is there's a mission where you and John are setting charges on the train tracks for the bridge. You set the track, you get back over, but at the end of the mission, Arthur sits down. And he doesn't immediately get back up. And no matter how much you flick the stick or mash the buttons, he's not getting back up because he's tired and he's dying and he needs a second to rest. And I was like, this man is on his last legs. I'm going to see the worst moment for him.
You've been there the whole time, man.
Freaking Air Strauss, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I felt so good throwing his butt out of the camp. I'll say that.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. That's, dude, I'm so excited for that. Yeah, because you feel this connection with these characters. You feel a bond, and like even like the sub characters, like the other ones, like like you said, Hosea and these other ones, like
disappointed in Javier though.
Well, don't worry.
He was
like
cool.
I said,
he was cool at one point to me.
It's just something that they did such a good job on making depth and the character development with a lot of these characters, even if they're not the main character, you still feel more character depth than a lot of main video games with the main character. Like they did such a good job on obviously you had 50 hours to play it, so there's a lot of development time, but man, they did, to me, it's one of the best developed games to where they create this world, they create this story, and they let you explore it and experience it. It's not just play this game, it's experience this game. Experience this world, experience this story.
Force the experience.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You discover
you take it at your own
you,
pace.
You see what happens, and like my recommendation, this is what I always do. Every time, if I'm doing a restart, I go and I play through. I get to, before I collect from the farm for that guy where Arthur gets TB, I always stop there, do everything else I want to do, and then I'm like, all right, let's go to this part, because it's sad after that. You're riding around, and this is where they go into the details. Rockstar does such a good job to where you're running too long, and Arthur's like, and he's like coughing and hacking up a lung more than he would in the beginning of the game because, you're sick. So
I was running a lot too because I didn't have a horse.
To me, like there's with your map and stuff. There's just so much that they did that I don't think people genuinely understand and appreciate in this game. I'm a big fan. I know that I am jaded, full heart, like full stop. Like, it's one of my greatest, fondest memories of all gaming. And so I'm so excited that you played it and you loved it, dude.
Yeah, it was fantastic. And
what would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10?
It's a masterpiece in storytelling, but as a game, I'm thinking it's a 9 out of 10. If I was going to say a masterpiece of a game, to me, that's Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is a masterpiece of a game because it is both gameplay and storytelling when it comes to...
I agree with that.
And I think that's what matters when you're actually rating a game. Whoops. Rating a game.
Yeah. It's such a weird thing, man, because I think most gamers, even like, so for me, I mean, I can readily agree that this is one of the best video games ever made. I mean, the scale, the scope, the execution, all that. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect in my mind, but sometimes, things don't have to be perfect to be amazing. And so it's one of those things where this is a game that I think every gamer needs to experience.
I would agree.
Like, are you glad? Because you were. I mean, let's be honest. If you hadn't been hijacked,
it would never have happened. It would never have happened. No.
Right. I mean, just plain and simple. You never would have played Red Dead up until. So are you glad for this now? Is it like
I am glad that the listeners took the initiative to say, we know you don't like it now, but we know you will like it, and it's up there now with me with. And I know this is a niche thing, but I love Watch Dogs because it does a very similar thing where you're following the stories of bad people and how they redeem themselves. It's up there with that kind of story for me too. I mean, it's obviously better, but still.
Watch Dogs, one of your favorite games. I mean, you mentioned Watch Dogs.
Great
all
game
the time,
too.
So
I love Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs hacking mechanic is one of the most unique mechanics in gaming.
It was like all there was when the PlayStation first came out, so that's why I played it. And I'm like, this is a pretty cool game. You could like pop up the the stoppers, the parking brakes and stuff.
One of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, and just watch the cars smash into them.
Boom.
So, yeah.
All right, so 9 out of 10, Ace.
9 out of 10. I will give it a 9 out of 10.
Finish the game, dude. All right, last question because we got to get out of here. Did you cry when Arthur died?
I came so darn close. I am not a man who cries. I have a hard time with it. And I came really close. First, I came really close when my horse died because I finally got a horse. I kept it, and it got to max level bond. And then the man leans down and thanks the horse and pets it until it passes on. I'm like,
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that's kind of rough.
Yep.
Then you get into the fight with Mike, and I'm like, you're getting so much blood on you. I hope you get super tuberculosis. And
Freaking Micah.
Oh man,
dude, that's man. I could go on literally for hours. I'm so excited that you played this game, but man, yeah, it's nice. It's a solid, awesome game. I'm super stoked that you got to experience it, man, and then like that you appreciated the story. It's really something that they took a lot of time with. You can tell, and they did it well.
The story, the detail, the overall world that you're in, everything about it, the age of dying out, the age of outlaws is obviously dying out, and that's clearly affected everything.
You felt the
times are
panic,
changing.
right?
Yes, you
Times
feel
are
this
changing.
rush, this panic
Yes.
to get away.
Yes. We're us. We're here. Okay. Also, real quick, worst level.
Worst level?
Worst like part of the game, because I have mine.
Oh, I have mine. The swamp for me. I didn't like the
The
swamp.
swamp.
The
Okay,
swamp,
that's a
like
good
where
one.
you're
That's a
hunting
good
the
one.
giant alligator?
Yeah, I don't like the swamp.
Oh, that was
dude.
cool though, because the alligator
Well, that's
was
where he's
massive.
from.
I
He's-
lived in
he's-
Louisiana for 10 years. I was just like, bro, I don't want to be back here again, man. You know?
Mine was the island. I hated.
I hated the islands.
Oh,
island.
Okay, actually, I take
Guarma
it back. I forgot
sucks.
about it.
Guarma
I
sucks.
walked out the island, dude.
Guarma was. It was. It just. And that's where you see Dutch really
He
take a turn.
You
too,
see
and
that
he
he's
kills-
willing to use
He kills that
people.
lady, yeah, and he used people, and then you're like, hey, where am I at? So yeah, no, that's
Okay,
I thought
put you
you
on the
knew
spot, Ace.
Spanish.
I'm going to put you on the spot before we shut this down. Rank these games. Red Dead Redemption 2, Elden Ring, Cyberpunk, God of War, Ender Magnolias.
Oh, you punk! Oh no!
I didn't know about
Too
this.
easy.
I didn't know about this. This is fantastic, and I fully support it.
All right, I'm putting Cyberpunk at number 1. Cyberpunk is masterful storytelling. It's amazing. The gameplay is fun. It's inventive, and it's evolving constantly. Plus, Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to put Red Dead Redemption 2 at number 2, and it might be recency bias, but I'm gonna put it there.
Now, are you putting this there because you're worried, or are you actually putting it
I
here?
think it is. I'm gonna put it there because I'm actually gonna put it there. If
so
we're
proud
looking,
of
if
you.
we're looking at God of War, are we just looking at the first game, or are we looking at the entirety of the story?
Let's just say 2018, because I mean, and we're
You
not
would.
talking franchises.
You would.
Or Ragnarok. I don't care. Pick one of the two, but you're basing it off of one of those two.
That's the hard part. Is those two are very interchangeable for me because
1A,
they both
1B
have
for me.
I agree.
they both
I
have
agree.
incredible stories, and I have equal problems with both of their gameplay.
Sure.
So it's like they're very interchangeable. What was the other one?
Okay, Elden Ring and then Ender Magnolia. So you have Cyberpunk 1, you have Red Dead 2. You still have to rank God of War, Elden Ring, and Ender Magnolia.
I'm going to put Elden Ring above God of War just because of my personal experiences with Elden Ring and how much I've really enjoyed the innovation. And there is story within Elden Ring, if you're willing to look for it, that's really freaking good if you like lore.
Yeah.
And then I'm giving it to God of War, and I'll have to put Ender Magnolia in last because these are all-timer games, okay?
Yeah.
They're hard to dismount.
That's a good list, Josh. That was a good list, man. I like it.
It hurts me to put it that low, but
I was going to say that.
that doesn't mean
really
it's not
wanna
a
troll
great
Ace
game.
And be like, so Ace just loves AAA titles and doesn't like indies, but I can't. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I would never do that to you, Ace.
The A and Ace is for AAA, baby.
Maybe I was the rat.
That's not fair. These are some of the greatest games ever made, and we're putting Ace on the spot. So
I know.
If we're talking
man.
my personal favorite, though, like the one I have the most connection with, it's still Ender Magnolia. But
Yeah,
if
that's
I'm
fair.
saying like from a
That's fair.
perspective of someone who is a gamer and cares about the quality of
Yeah.
games, that's my
Yeah.
list.
yeah, that's
I
fair.
love it.
All right. Well, listen, number one, thank you to all the listeners for doing the right thing, hijacking Ace and making him play Red Dead Redemption 2. For all of you that were worried that you somehow upset Ace or you felt
No.
bad, here you go.
You
This
did not.
is why we do this, man. This is legitimately why we do this. We love these. Every gamer in the world has these blind spots. Ryan, I still remember Ryan playing
Toontown,
Endless
man.
Dungeon.
Toontown.
Endless Dungeon.
Yeah.
And now
Toontown,
you
that was
love
awesome.
roguelikes. You know?
Sorry, I
mean,
hijacked you there.
it's just one of those things where we all have them. It's really cool to be kind of forced into playing some of these games. The experiences that we have by getting that experience is second to none, honestly. So
Yeah.
if you would like the opportunity to force one of us to play a game, you can do that by supporting the show in either our epic or legendary tiers. There is a link in the episode description where you can sign up to do that every month. And people are voting right now. August is coming and somebody's getting picked. They're all chattering about it. We don't know what's been decided, but that's part of the fun so far, too.
Won't be me.
Yeah, we do have the one stipulation that you can't pick the same person back to back, which is really nice. But this has been awesome, dude. I'm so glad to hear that this game resonated with you. not every game is for everybody. I mean, we all have games that are beloved that we don't like. Ryan and I were we kind of chatted on the side where we were like, bro, do you think he likes it? Like, I don't know if this is Ace's kind of game, to be honest. So it's nice to see that it's just, universally, this is an incredible game. If you haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2 yet, you are missing out. Get that experience so at least you can kind of understand why people talk about it and why it's so well regarded. That's going to do it for this episode, guys. Until next time, see you later. Just kidding. Happy gaming. I threw Ryan on. Ryan was waiting. I was like, I'm going to get him.
I don't know, Josh. See ya.
I don't know about this at all. Peace out.